Hello and welcome to the VLS contest series, Mother of All Par 3s design contest. This entry here is from MattF27, Patricia Peaks Par 3. I am your host, Victor Lane, and we're going to check out the course settings here. Make sure we're playing from, we're going to go blue tees and pin 1. And Matt F has set his conditions as normal fairway firmness and firm on the greens and fast green speed. Should be an interesting round. But let's head out to Patricia Peaks, par 3 by Matt F27. Great to see Matt F in a VLS contest series event. Matt has obviously been a contest designer, tour-worthy designer, great designer for pretty much since TGC 1, since the game came out. So awesome to have him in the event, and I'll be excited to check out this course. So let's do a brief fly around as we do. So already we see that we're going to be in a, I don't know if you'd call it a Swiss or Arctic style environment, Arctic boreal, or I'm not sure where the environment is exactly, but really nice. Allowed him to take good use of the terrain painting to create rocks. And so our course is going to wind its way down here to the bay. Beautiful setting. I don't want to spoil anything down here by the bay. As I've said with other playthroughs, I hesitate to fly through too much because I don't want to give anything away that maybe the designer would like to have as a reveal later on throughout the round or anything like that. So yeah, it just looks solid. It just looks like a really clean, what you'd expect from Matt F. Clubhouse is nice and simple. Just the kind of place Matt and I like to play together. Just give us a local muni and we're happy. Did he put goats in here? I always like to check. No, nothing hidden in there. Any goats in the building? No. Oh, come on, Matt. You could have done better. Just kidding. All right, let's take a stroll through Patricia Peaks. Oh, and we've got some winds here, 18 miles an hour. I'm not sure Victor Lane is ready for this. Downhill, 36 feet, and somewhat downwind. We're going to have to be nice and tidy with this. Matt F is my bunker king. Always makes fantastic bunkers. Always such clean surfacing. Yeah, just really well done. I mean, you know, just high quality. Well done. 18. So how much is that going to move the golf ball? Oops. I don't know. This could be a really challenging round of golf. I'll take that, not knowing. 168. So as we said, a fast green speed here. We'll wait and see if the contours of the green make that challenging at any point with the 168s, or if that's just a nice fair speed with the sculpting. Certainly fair there, isn't it? Nice way to start. Great view there. Texture choices and weather all look to be working very well together. lighting. No bunker. Short par 3, no bunker. But boy, you do not want to land in these rocks. I think the ridge lines of these rocks, right? Oh, goodness, I don't know how a B101 does this so well. I'm not very good at it. The ridge lines of these rocks right here could maybe be sculpted a little bit more just to make them pop and give a bit more of a 3D type of look to it. But it depends on what look he was going for there. I have no idea. And so down 43, down 15 wind. Oh my. That ball's going almost dead. Oh no. Almost dead straight. Odd that that didn't bounce like a rock. Ooh. Well, I went after that, didn't I? Good save. Woo. I was worried I was going to bogey a 107-yard par 3. Beautiful camera work. As I've said in all the playthroughs, camera work, clubhouse, none of that was required. Just a nice added bonus if it's there. By the looks of it, Matt probably did some camera work there. I like this little feature here. I like that. You know, it'd be easy to throw a bunker there, especially when you do the bunkers as well as Matt does. But with this environment, the rocky landscape and stuff, I like that idea. Just making that as a rock bunker, if you will, instead of an actual sand bunker. Come on now. Go. Got a little fanny. Fanned that shot a little too much. Contouring on the greens is working for me so far. It's pretty good. Uphill par 3s are tough to do. I'm wondering if I would have lowered the front here and raised the back here just to get more view of the green. But that's dependent upon if that's the look you're going for. As it sits here, it's kind of an infinity look. The pin is just popping out of the trees in the background is what it looks like, which is its own viable, unique look. So perhaps that's what he wanted. 11 mile an hour, 25 feet uphill. I'm going to err seriously on the side of caution here. And I fanned it again. Oh my. Gonna have to make some up and down pars hitting tee shots like that. So far, so good. Yeah, Matt definitely did these cameras. The 2K defaults wouldn't have shown up this much of the course. I like this look here. Side hill lie. Not off the tee. I don't mean that. I mean, it's just the camber. You know, your eye is going right to left. From the trees in the bunker on the right, dropping you down into the bunkers on the left. It makes you feel like that green is just sitting on a side hill. Green breaks from that direction as well, which makes perfect sense. And I think we're going to try to play it because of the wind. I think we're going to try to play it around this slope. Well, I didn't really mean off the rocks. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to show off your beautiful slopes, Matt, and I'm hitting the ball so poorly. I'm not doing it. Oh no. Okay. Woo. Yeah, I mean the greens have interest, you know? I was trying to play a certain shot. I wanted it to land on the right of the green, go forward, and basically go around the back slope and curl off to the left and then back down into the pinnable area. And just another bad tee shot that didn't allow the shot to work as I had pictured it. Oh, this is fun here. Definitely don't want to miss this one to the right. I will be significantly short-sighted. It's actually a really beautiful looking par 3, considering that, you know, you don't have the water or the rocks or things on the other holes that have added so much visual appeal. This one is straight down into the woods, into the trees, but really had enough difference to the hole design, you know, that it provided something interesting for me. I have an idea, Victor. Let's read the putt correctly and then kill it on speed. Whew. That would have been an unfortunate bogey. I like this feature right here. I like how that's incorporated into the design of the hole. There's more green over there than what it appears visually. Pretty cool. My first perfect. I played for the fan and didn't get it. So now I'm way back here to the left. Don't want to overhit this one because there's that slope there beyond the pin. That would take me all the way back to the front of the green. A lot of good subtle work on the greens. Putts are running really smooth. They're very makeable, but there's action to them. I like that. Yeah, so here, like, what a beautiful hole. But I will say here is an example where I do feel like right here, this rock outcropping here and this one, if there was some sculpting into the rock ridges, put that back here, like, that would just pop so well right there. The green complex layering is fantastic. If I had layering up there in those rocks with some texture, this hole would, I think, really pop. Not a good miss. That's going to be a really tough putt. Yeah, really tough putt. I'll live with that. I will certainly live with that. Beautiful look here. Yeah. That's a really cool looking golf shot. Oh, can we pay it off with an ace? Not quite. Hole 9. Might have been my favorite look so far. See, that's why we don't want to spoil it with the flyovers at the beginning. Oh, we got driver in hand. Downhill. I think we can get there with a 3-wood. Oh yeah, we can. Be good. I'll be so good. That was a fun tee shot. You might have to decide between driver and 3-wood based on the wind conditions. But I like that a 3-wood plays ground game up into there on normal conditions. Oh, and we couldn't make the birdie. Always nice to birdie a 300-yard par 3. Really enjoying it. Another nice picturesque hole here. Bunkering surrounds look great. Green sits right on the ocean or the bay, whatever it is, and the peaks in the background. This This hole is like thumbnail, quality. Three-tiered green. Ooh, stay. Ah. The greens are large, but they don't feel excessively large because of the way that they have the areas that you're hitting to are well defined. I don't think you would ever have a 90-foot putt on these greens because of the way they're shaped and sculpted, the way you're hitting into the slopes. So perfectly fair. Wish I could shape bunkers like Matt. Maybe when I grow up. Oh, get down. I'll say this too. It would be easy to use bunkers as a crutch when you do them as well as Matt F does. But I don't feel he does that. I don't feel he uses them as a crutch. The hole we just played, for example, had a phenomenal bunker complex in the front. You had access to the right, and there was nothing long. Some of the other holes, there's been a significant complex to the left, but maybe not the right, or the right and long, but not front. And he's not using the same trick, with the bunkering every time. So here's a good example. The front one is there, but very much visual. I mean, I'm hitting a 5-wood. I should fly that every day. So our bunkering is really back right. Nothing in the front, nothing long, nothing left. Now this is your hazard left, but so I'm making my point that he's not just crutching on beautiful bunkers, because they're still choosing to be hazards in varied areas of the golf course, rather than just, I'm going to make beautiful bunkers and throw them on every side of every green, and that's the way I'm going to do it. He's not done that. Ooh, I was worried I was going to lose that one off to the right. Plenty of challenge. I'm only 4 under through 13 with the wind in play. Plenty of challenge, despite the fact that the greens are very large. Like I said, the pinnable areas that you're playing to are not as large as the whole green seems. Significantly downhill, but I think this 5 hybrid just stays short. I think I gotta come in with this. No, it's long. Just a tad. He gave me a slope to hit into, and I didn't use it. Oh, goodness, Victor. What are you doing? Wow. That was almost a ridiculous bogey. They're having a discussion there. Are they nervous about club selection here on this 138-yard par 3? Little downhill, little downwind. Well, I can see why the discussion. Our next club down only goes 122. Yeah, beautiful look. They're all framed well. I mean, that's what you're going to get from Matt. You're going to get framed looks that just look good all the time. Can we drop one here? Yes, please. Yeah, very enjoyable. A homeward stretch. 16, 17, 18. We got 200 yards. Side wind. That's going to make us aim over all the bunkers. Can't miss the green to the right. The false front will get us. So I have to go over here. Yeah, nice and safe. I'm okay with that. Nice and safe. Stay up. It seems like I'm aiming a mile to the left. I still miss it amateur side. All right. Oh, look at this baby. Way up the hill. Way into the wind. Something like this, I hope. Loved the variation on that hole. Downhill par 3s are, I don't want to say easy to make them look good, but you know, have a lot of space to play with to show a lot of things off. Uphill par 3s are hard to make look good, and that one was very interesting. Great looking 18th here. I think it shows off all the nice features of the course at one time. The peaks, the bunkers, terrain painting, and the planting. So Good choice of tee shot here. Can we turn it into a good finishing birdie? I think we have a good chance at it. Yes, please. Converted for the bird. Yeah. Skip through this. Get to our Patricia Peaks page here. There we go. All right, that was Patricia Peaks Par 3 by Matt F27. Really enjoyed that one. The environment was pretty different than a lot of the other par 3s, if not all of them, in the course, or in the contest, rather. You're getting your Swiss, Arctic, Pacific Northwest-ish feel, with the boreal Pacific Northwest coastline there, the rocks and the pines. I don't recall any of the other par 3s doing that look, so really appreciate the variation there. Pros and cons. Pros. I thought the course was obviously very, very pretty. Gave you all of the Matt F27 vibes that you're going to get. Your sight lines, your framing, everything that he does well, I think was still on full display here. Bunkering was pristine. I don't think I was in any of them, surprisingly, with the amount of wind that we had. So again, I think that plays to the pro that he could crutch on the bunkers and force them into every area possible to make you look at them. But he doesn't do that. They're strategically placed in different places on every hole. And I just got lucky and didn't hit into any of them. The greens are large, but don't play as large as they are, so I would still consider that a pro. And they're sculpted well enough to where the ball, at the speed that they're at, rolls really smoothly, really fairly, but has enough interest in it that it's not particularly easy. So what did I have to birdie that last hole to shoot -6? So it's not like I was ripping the course apart. And with high winds, I found it to be an adequate challenge. Distance variations were definitely a pro. Hit some short irons, mid irons, and then even the choice on that one hole between driver or 3-wood. And I thought the 3-wood played well with the ground game too. Cons, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think nitpicking. I think the rocks could have been sculpted for just a bit more interest in them, especially along the ridge lines. If you're not going to sculpt the whole thing, sculpt into the ridge lines a little bit, get them to pop. There were some of those tee shots where if the rocks were sculpted up, I think it would look just more rigid, more natural, and just give you something additional to look at there. But that's a bit nitpicky. Maybe if things were scaled down a little bit, just being a par 3 course, you could add some additional challenge, maybe bring those bunkers into play a little bit more. As good as they look, and the fact that I didn't find any of them, I mean, maybe you could call that a con to where maybe they're just easily avoidable. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think there's a lot to hate, if anything, about this course at all. So really well done. I appreciate Matt putting the time into it and joining our contest. Obviously, he's in I think all of the contests on TGC Tours. So appreciate him jumping over and submitting a course for the VLS contest series, mother of all par 3s. I wish him luck in the contest. Judging is going on. Even as these recordings are being done, the judging panel is doing their thing. So thanks for watching. Thanks, Matt, for designing. And we'll see you guys on the next one.